Hello.
Welcome to episode number, I don't remember.
5 maybe?
No.
Or 6?
We're on 8 or something.
Oh.
We're way up there.
Welcome to another episode of Sam
And Ella.
Get Canceled.
Got canceled.
Got canceled. Yeah, we're,
You named it and you can't keep it straight.
you know, at this point, do I know what I'm doing?
Well, I'm trying to adjust this GoPro. It's awful bouncy, but I guess it's got that stabilization stuff on it.
I don't know if I have that turned on. Is it on the travel setting?
I have no idea. You told me just to put it up there, so that's what I
Okay.
did. Oh, jeez. You need to get over.
I'm trying to give him an opportunity to get over.
I know, but you could have gotten over.
You're right, but he'll speed up. We're just going up here to Sam's. So,
Let me see what setting this is on. Let me pause this. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, he's back, y'all.
okay.
So, I canceled the Aldi order.
Why?
Because they keep texting me they're out of this or they're out of that. And they don't have hardly any of those elevation bars in that you wanted.
Okay.
And
Should
I
have
was
dropped
like,
you off to go into Sam's here.
I was like, okay, we'll just go in Aldi ourselves and see what we can find. Sometimes the shoppers just don't know what. Which, it was kind of cutting into our time for other things anyway, so, okay, it worked out.
Yeah.
Are you going straight here?
Yeah.
You probably better off turn into the parking lot,
Well, okay.
coming back out.
Yeah. Probably.
Can't believe you actually listened to me.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
I do listen to you more than you think I do when I hear you.
When you hear me.
That's the caveat, right? When I hear
Uh-huh. Look at there. You got the green light and everything.
you. Yeah.
And you're going to be stuck in this turn lane, not being able to get over.
Yeah. So anyway, what else were you getting at Aldi?
The stuff that was on my list, I'm not going over it again. We done asked Alexa to go over it 3 times this morning. You were sitting there.
I heard her go through it once.
You blocked her out the rest. Oh, you were in the bathroom.
Yeah. So,
I'm so tired. My long trip yesterday kind of wore me out. So, we're taking a different route than we normally take. We're going to a different part of town.
yes, we are.
We're going to go buy the Krispy Kreme. Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, we probably are. I could possibly have turned here to avoid the Christmas.
They need to make some keto donuts.
I can't imagine how nasty those would be.
I'm going to make some to see how they taste.
Well, it all comes down to the sugar substitute. But there's something to be said for donuts because they melt in your mouth. At least good ones do.
Well, all the keto recipes are cakey donuts. Like the powdered donuts.
Like Dunkin' Donuts, which is an inferior donut. So, I mean, if you want me to, I can take a route where we avoid the.
I don't care.
Krispy
As long
Kreme.
as the car don't turn in there automatically, we'll be okay.
It won't. I think the car's keto too now.
Well, that's good.
getting over the turn. No, we just got the line that's backed up.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're escaping the drones.
What's that?
I don't know. Let me look. Birdhouse. Well, no, then garage. Let me look. Just a truck going by. I wonder why it picks that up sometimes and sometimes it don't.
No telling.
Because I've got it set not to get the road, but sometimes it still does.
Yeah.
But like yesterday, it didn't do it at all.
Is there a possibility we're going to be picking up lunch somewhere?
Yeah, there's a possibility we might just go eat somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Since we don't have the Aldi order, we're not on a time schedule.
Ooh, that's good.
We'll just go in the store ourselves.
Do you have the gift cards?
4.
Well, like, for example, didn't I get like
I don't think you gave me that gift card.
You know what? I think that's stuck to the back of that little trophy thing I got.
Let me look, see if maybe I got a $10 one.
Well, since we got to go to Hickson anyway and go to Trust, unless we go to the Gun Barrel, which they're iffy. So I've lived in Chattanooga my whole life, and I have, I guess you could almost call them prejudices built up against certain areas of town.
Well, that's just because you know what's the good and what's the bad.
Yeah, I know the good areas and the bad areas, and understand the potential for good employees, bad employees. Like, I've got a video on one of my YouTube channels, one of my sub channels that it's not my main channel, where I'm going to Krispy Kreme. This is back when my mom was alive, and we were getting a box of 24 donut holes for my brother. Well, I ordered 2 dozen donut holes, and they sell them in either a little bag of 10 or a box of 24. So I ordered 2 dozen, and the girl taking the order said, well, we don't sell 2 dozen. You can either get 10 or 24. And I said, well, in that case, I'll take 24. And she's like, well, do you want 2 of them? And I said, no, just 1 box of 24. But it was she didn't understand the concept that 2 dozen actually is 24. I don't know if it's a lack of math skills or vocabulary problem or what.
Public school, probably.
No doubt. And, you know, people can say, well, that's racist or all this other stuff. That's not racist. It's just...
I was in the Dollar Tree one day, and I had cash, and I gave the little guy at the cash register cash, and he did not know how to give me change back, because all he ever dealt with. Okay, y'all, so the GoPro overheated. We went into a gun store. Now we're out. Now we're in this Rossville Boulevard and 23rd. It's a very good area of town.
Yeah. Over there's where Montague is, where they're going to make what they're calling the Central Park of Chattanooga, which basically, I may have a wrong understanding of this, but they're taking lower value areas of town, trying to make them nice so they can increase property values. which I don't see it happening in industrial areas of town built on landfills that have basically been more or less condemned. There used to be a very popular softball recreation center back there, and they stopped playing games there because there was seepage and stuff from the ground from where they'd had the landfill and methane gas, and
Kids were getting sick, having skin rashes, respiratory problems.
So supposedly now they have capped it, and it's going to be safe. Of course, if you fall down, there's always a chance you're going to fall in somebody's used needle. And then there was somebody else was talking about how they have an office where you can see the area.
The
and
entrance.
they observe homeless people defecating on the area near the entrance. Like, well, that sounds attractive. And they were asking, well, who's going to be cleaning this stuff up? And other people were asking, are there going to be security patrols, or at least the Chattanooga Police Department patrolling the area? And a lot of that is, so Chattanooga is known as Gig City, because at one time, we theoretically had the fastest internet in the world. City got a grant, or EPB got a grant, city whatever, and put in this fiber optic system that has been in the area for 15 plus years. And I know our home internet is like 2.5 gig, and it's less than $100 a month. And so with that infrastructure for the internet, we attract a lot of people to this area. Plus, Tennessee doesn't have state income tax. We have very favorable retirement taxes and things like that. So Tennessee's a very good place to live. And when we got married, Ella lived in Georgia, and she said moving to Tennessee was like getting a $2 an hour raise, just with the difference in the deductions for state income tax on a weekly paycheck.
Not to mention car insurance was a whole lot cheaper.
Yeah. So there are a whole lot of benefits to living not only in Chattanooga but in Tennessee as a whole. And we're attracting.
Well, drive through National Cemetery.
The entrance is on the other side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, National Cemetery has wreaths so across all of the headstones, and it's really pretty.
That might be a trip next week.
Okay, we'll go see your grandma.
Yeah. Anyway, so especially with I probably have at least a dozen friends that have moved here from California, and
There's EPB Operations Center.
Yeah, other blue type areas where people are moving. Of course, California to me is kind of a train wreck anyway, but
I think it's like everywhere else. It's the big cities, and then the governor is an idiot.
Yeah. And Chattanooga's still got enough of Tennessee has enough of a rural population that it's not going to be overrun with the big cities dominating the elections.
You know you're in the bad area when you've got the cameras from the police department.
Yeah.
And the graffiti.
And the graffiti with the hemp stuff on the...
I'm talking about that over there.
Yeah, that's called Roll One Smoke Shop. So there you go. But this is also... We'll be going pretty much within a block of the UTC campus, which is probably the wokest area in town.
Well, they've taken all of these old run-down places and they're rebuilding them.
Yeah.
And then they're renting them out for like $1,500 a month.
Right, and people pay it because that seems like a good price compared to what you would pay in New York City or
Yeah, but the
San
pay
Francisco.
is not what it is in New York City and California. They don't
Yeah.
pay that in Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, these people come here with their work from home jobs, so they're making a salary based on somewhere else.
What's going to happen when they have to go back to the office?
Well, I'm sure there'll be stipulations. It might be a travel, back to the office once or twice every 6 months. So.
And there's graffiti all over Ingalls Stadium that's fallen in.
Yeah, they're
that
basically
looks ridiculous.
looking to condemn that so they can tear it down.
It should be historical. Well, it has historical markers, but nobody's
Yeah.
taking care of it.
Yeah, when I worked at UTC, we did a video in there, and it was a whole lot better place to watch a baseball game than the new park they built a mere 20, 25 years ago, and now they're already looking to build another one.
I mean, it is so
Yeah,
much
but
worse.
you can see from the road, you can see
Stuff
holes
hanging.
in the roof.
Yeah, stuff hanging down.
But yeah, that is a shame because that is one of the best places to watch a baseball game.
They ought to do it like Savannah did with Grayson Stadium and make it some like the Savannah Bananas. That's where they play.
Yeah. Well, the Savannah Bananas tour a whole lot.
Yeah, but I think the money they bring in
Yeah,
keeps that stadium nice.
right.
I mean, that stadium's an old stadium like Ingle.
Yeah. And they are essentially like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot to look. We had notification somebody at the front door a while ago.
Might have been that bird. Oh, here.
I wouldn't be pulling cash out in this neighborhood, honey. Just keep your wallet. Gee whiz. Not that he aggravates me. Oh, there's a cat sitting there on the banister,
Well, Bobby's not doing her job.
walking around. She probably can't see it because it's on the far banister.
Oh.
It looks like it's looking for a bird in the ivy vines.
Right.
Oh, Bobby's on it now.
Yeah, here, Bobby.
Now the cat's running up the waterway. She's like, okay, I did my job. Now it's running across the street. Oh my goodness. Are you playing like road rage with somebody? Please don't. Let's
What are
go.
you talking about?
You're trying your best to keep that car behind us from getting around us.
Well, they are in a hurry.
I know, and you're going to get a shot. You don't care a thing about my safety. If you did, you
We're
wouldn't
not
be
gonna
doing
get
that.
shot.
bridge?
I don't know. This is an old bridge.
Looks like the whole thing is about to fall in.
Well, it's always a possibility.
Down there on the railroad tracks. They do put speed humps on the bridge?
No, it's... They're putting them over the seams. But okay, so this is a bridge. That's Public Works is around here, fairly close, and they anytime they're sanding an area, that bridge always gets sanded or salted, and salt corrodes the concrete.
The bridge looks like the whole thing needs to
So it's been eroded basically. I wonder if these people know how roads work. Write Corey's name on that piece of paper so I don't forget it.
What was the last name?
I just C-O-R-Y, I guess.
I said, what was his last name?
I didn't get that.
I didn't say how do you spell his name.
He didn't give us his last name, I don't think. Oh, I brought a pencil. Let's bring a pen.
Why are the flags at half staff?
Oh, for the fire.
Oh, yeah. Forgot
Yeah,
about
for
that.
the fire department. So rice cakes aren't keto, are
No. cauliflower cakes would be.
Well, I could almost see a cauliflower cake if it had some type of a cheese thing on it being edible.
I made you cheesy cauliflower. You didn't like it.
I know, but if it was like those cakes where it was dried out.
We have literally been all over Chattanooga today. Well, we haven't been to Gun Barrel. Oh, we didn't go out of
What?
town hall.
You're right.
You were going to do that after Sam's.
I was going to do it on the way to Sam's.
Oh.
And I just forgot. So the whole thing with the insurance company was he never got back with us and explained anything. So basically Mike's like, yeah, you turn this form in and you can get $4,000 back. Is that my understanding?
Okay, so my understanding of the whole situation is what I read from the insurance company was if the work exceeded what we felt or the roofing company felt was something they had to do extra that was not included in the claim, we submit the paperwork showing what else had to be done, and then they can reimburse us if we have already got it done. So that's why I said let's go ahead and do the roof, because this waiting on the insurance company to get back with them is taking forever, because the email
Right.
specifically says go ahead and do the work and then submit the paperwork.
Well, I felt
But I
like,
think Mike thought,
well, I
we
thought
didn't.
the insurance guy was going to call us back and explain something to us.
I don't know what you're talking
Obviously. But the insurance guy never called back and never explained anything.
about. Well, the insurance guy was
Jerk.
I was trying to think of a polite term to use, but not really polite, but something that wasn't vulgar.
He wasn't,
He definitely was not customer oriented.
that's true.
And him saying, oh, we try to take care of the newest claims first. And I'm like, you're never going to have old claims because you're not taking care of any claim. I mean, you're not going to, all your new claims are going to be just like us, sitting there waiting and waiting.
Well, at one point we were a new claim.
Like, you want to finish up what you started with a
Right.
person.
Well, if we hadn't had the place pressure washed, we wouldn't have known about the issues with the roof anyway.
Well, I knew there was issues with the roof because the shingles were in the yard when I mowed it.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we got it pressure washed, I asked him if he could look at the roof for me while he was up there.
Okay, I wasn't aware about that.
And he did, because he's really good at his job. He goes above and beyond.
I am glad we did try the SIG to see how they felt in the hands along with the Glocks to know which one felt more comfortable.